Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian here. All right, well, we're gonna be hopping on into another great teenager shop tour and equipment setup for you guys today. Hanging out with the boys from Southern Stripes Lawn Care, Brad and Jack Freeman. By the way, before we get too far into it, X-Mark's over here hanging out, filming some videos. More to come, can't say anything, top secret. Just having some fun here, but that's what I got going on real time on my Monday. Really quick, the boys down there in South Carolina, awesome job. 6-figure going on 7-figure business, twin brothers, just got it going on. It's gonna be a good time. Before we jump into it, you guys know the deal. I just wanna say a big thank you for the tour sponsors, Yard Book, Stable, and Equip Expo for making this whole thing come together. If you guys have not got your ticket just yet for Equip Expo 2024, friendly reminder, you got about 2.5 weeks left for the early bird registration, so you guys can save some money there with promo code Brian. I'll leave links in the description down below. You guys can check all that out, but it's gonna be such a great time, and we cannot wait to see you guys all there this fall down in good old Louisville, Kentucky. All right, so that being said, let's go check out the boys here down in South Carolina. We got Jack and Brad. They're putting it together big time. Let's check it out right here, right now. All right, guys, we're hopping right on into it here. Super excited about this. All the way in beautiful Greenville, South Carolina, hanging out with Brad and Jack with Southern Stripes. How you guys doing?
What's going on?
Doing good? It's first off, super hot day today.
It is, yeah, it's a little warm.
It's gonna be like probably 105 degrees in here right now.
Yeah, it's warm in here.
Got that southern heat, which is awesome. We're gonna go through your business setup. We just did a podcast. Great podcast, by the way. Yeah, crazy growth the last couple of years. How old are you guys again?
18.
18. And you guys look the same. What's up with that?
We're twins. So,
twins. You know. There you go. There you go. Love it. All right. Well, you guys have been watching my content for a long time. I've been watching your guys' content for a long time. I invite you guys to watch the video the whole way through. We're going to be showing you guys, of course, their setup, a lot of the equipment. I know you guys like that. We like that. But you really got to check out their Cabover vehicles. They have some next level branding that I think you guys are really going to love. So make sure you guys watch the video the whole way through. By the way, drop a big thumbs up. Leave these guys some encouraging words. I know you guys will appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
They're doing good with or without it, but you know, it feels nice to be appreciated.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Amen.
Definitely.
All right. So without further ado, I'll let you guys introduce yourself, and then we'll do a little tour here, and then we'll check out the outside too. So you want to take it away?
So I'm Jack Freeman from Southern Stripes Lawn and Landscapes. That's Brad. I'm Brad. We started this in 2016. We were 10 years old, just kind of push mowing some yards and everything. Now we've kind of jumped over and scaled that. We started scaling about 14 or so. So right now we run between 4 to 5 crews on a daily basis, and we're trying for that 7-figure mark this year. So definitely growing like crazy and everything like that. So picking up a lot of new clients, focusing on high-end residential and commercial properties. So that's what we focus on, and then a lot of install, design, construction projects. So I say we get started on the shop tour a little bit. We moved in this place June 1st. Our shop previous to this was basically an open field that we ran for about 2 years. We were able to kind of grow there, have somewhere to park our stuff other than our house. It gave us somewhere for the guys to meet as we hired our first full-time employees, I guess this time last year, and now we have 11 people on staff. So this has given us a lot better opportunity to grow and continue to fill the space, and we'll probably end up filling a space in a year or two just with how packed it already is. But we can start over here, kind of. This is kind of my baby, Bobcat MT100. This goes out on the landscape crew every day. We bought this thing in the spring and it already has close to 200 hours on it. So we run that thing every day. We've hardly used wheelbarrows for mulch anymore. We just use the bucket and we scoop with that. It does dirt work. It'll lift about a half pallet of pavers, so move around on smaller job sites when we need it. That's one of our BR800Cs. That's for like the landscape crew. It's kind of an extra backup blower. We just built the office. We finished it up last night at about midnight. We got all the hand tools. Huge shout out to our girlfriends. Huge shout out to all our girlfriends for that. Shout out.
All your guys were here, by the way, late night. They got 10 guys. They're buying them pizzas, and they're doing everything they can to bribe these guys.
Yeah. So we finished the 3-week project, but we did everything from framing the walls. The only thing we didn't do is electrical. So y'all see the inside of that in a minute. But,
fair enough. They got a little like air conditioner. It's like about this big. Trying to keep that room cold. It's not doing a very good job, but it is always funny though when we do these tours. Everybody washes their equipment. Puts armor on the tires or like their skid steer, and I'm like, dude, nobody does that. The shop's probably the cleanest it's ever looked.
It'll never be this clean again.
It'll never be this clean again. So
we took 2 days off the landscape crew to make it look like this.
So big thumbs up for cleaning the place and power washing stuff that literally never gets clean. But anyway, I digress. All right, we're going back into it.
So that's the Bobcat. This is mostly on a job site during the week, so you rarely see this back in the shop other than Fridays or for this video. And then we got hand tools right here. When we built the office, we were able to build a loft above it. It's hot as you know what up there, so we have a little ladder that goes up. That's where we keep all our stuff that we don't use on a day-to-day basis. A lot of irrigation parts. There's extra rolls of turf, some extra wood from the office. This kind of stuff we don't need on a day-to-day basis. The side-by-side's not mine, it's one of my employees, but he stores it here in his trailer as well. And we get to use it for fun, so I can't complain.
There you go.
Going past the side-by-side, we got some basic stuff. Wheelchair, there's a long story on that. It was at our old shop, so we just kind of messed around in it. But back here we have our shelves. We just have extra things like extra mower blades, Roundup. This is a lot of our lawn care guys stuff, so they have all their oils, stuff for hedge trimmers, spark plugs, anything kind of random. We got a couple little dusty yard signs up there, but other than that, that's about all that shelf is. It's just our need basis. Everything else is upstairs. Over here we just have our workbench. We got some extra spools, all of our sockets, everything really, some detailing stuff for trucks, everything like that. But this desk is pretty full most of the time, just with stuff getting thrown on there, working on trucks, everything like that. Over here, that's one of our buddies uses this section just to store some stuff. So I got a couple things on the wall, like a rain jacket, but other than that, there's not much there. So then this comes to our mower section. We just finished this up not too long ago. And so we've got everything organized. As you'll see outside when we jump out there, all of our trucks are color coded. So all of our mowers are color coded for the truck. That same thing with weed eaters, blowers, sprayers, hedge trimmers, all of it's color coded. So right here we have like our white mower sections. All these 1, 2, 3 are all white colors. They're blowers, sprayers, and then their weed eaters and hedge trimmers are right over there. So we did that. We're just making things a little bit simpler. The guys do keep most of the stuff outside during the week, but on the weekends, like today's a Friday, they bring everything in here, keep it clean, everything like that. They usually blow their mowers off on the weekends. We try to push that, but they're not gonna be clean perfect, but they're mowers, they get used every day. So then we have like a pressure washer in the corner just for some extra use. And then the air compressor. But we've gone to these Right LGs, so we really love those. They've been great this year, but we jumped into those, and just having a nice clean space to put everything is definitely a lot better than having an open field, just leaving everything on the truck. So we went with this. Not a whole lot of space to shove them all in here, but it works for now. We have refrigerator we stock with drinks. We supply all our guys drinks every morning. This is a deep freezer. We got a bunch of ice in here for coolers and whatnot, or for coolers. The microwave, just some extra stuff, or obviously trash can. Some fishing stuff because we do have a pond on the property, so we're able to fish there. This back wall, kind of extra stack of drinks. We're gonna eventually put like some employee lockers right here. Apparently lockers are really hard to find deals on used Facebook Marketplace. So right now it's kind of just a sitting area for the guys to hang out. And then in here, this is what we finished up last night. It's kind of a mess, but that's okay. We got this little office area. We're able to hang out with the guys here after hours. We have 3 desks. Some of our employees do school online, so that's kind of what the third desk is for, and like a printer eventually and whatnot. And in the back here are me and Jack's filing cabinet, little AC unit. We got some other plans to do in here. You'll probably see this over the next few weeks on Instagram, kind of trying to finish it up and get it up. This is kind of our work area. We threw a couch in here for the guys, a TV on the wall. We're gonna get an Xbox or something here, just kind of mess around with after work. A lot of our guys, we built a really big culture here, so culture is a big thing to us. So we brought a lot of the home feel into the office, but also our kind of company vision on the wall. So everything like that's over there, and we just focus on having this area for everybody to kind of hang out after work, mess around, and not be in the heat every day. So you know.
Man, I love it. But by the way, the air conditioning feels good in here.
It feels good in here now.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
You know, it's when you step out from the shop and then come in here, it feels better. But
it's probably like 84 in here, but it feels like 65.
You know
what I mean?
Last night, the AC unit did kind of turn off because we hadn't like drained the condensation, so it would have been a little bit cooler, but we're also in a very hot pole building, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask this before we run outside, because it's like literally 100 degrees out. For anybody who doesn't know your guys' story, give me like the 2-minute on your business, because we just did a podcast. I'll leave that link in the description. I invite you guys to check out the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. But for anybody who doesn't know your guys' story, and you know, you get the good old mommy and daddy's money, or you guys came from money, like you guys have worked your butts off. Everything you got here has been on your effort. So yeah. I just want to, you know, clear the air really quick, but give me like the 2-minute. How did you guys get this far, man? This is awesome.
So really, we started out, we started mowing grass when we were 10 years old, kind of just through our neighborhood, doing everything like that. And it's kind of taken off from there. We did that for a little bit. Some of our neighbors ran it. They dropped out after about 3 weeks. And then we just kind of started picking up more yards here and there, picked up some equipment. We talked about a lot of it on the podcast, everything we've had over the years, but picked up a lot of equipment and moved on. And we've grown it to this point. We really started growing when we were about 14, and now we're 18. So we've tripled every year since we were 14. So it's been exponential rate of growth and kind of unreal. It's unreal thing when you tell people you've tripled, but you know, that's just how it grows. So we've gotten to the point where we are now, and we're very blessed to be able to have a facility like this, and just really a shop somewhere other than a garage or a house that most 18-year-olds work out of. So
let me ask you this: best advice for a 14 or 15-year-old that was you 5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah, so
I would say don't give up. Always have goals and chase your goals and dreams, and don't be scared of growth. I mean, obviously there's some scary things in business. I mean, spending this amount of money or this amount of money, like we talked about podcast, you make 10,000, but you owe 10,000, and like there's gonna be days and weeks that you have that, but figure out what your vision is for the company and try to be one step ahead of everybody else and chase that vision. So
yeah, so definitely go for that, and definitely don't be afraid of growth. If growth is something you want, don't be afraid to jump in and be like, hey, I need to finance this equipment or finance that equipment. Like, jump into it, be smart about it, but don't be afraid to grow. If you have a vision for your company to have 5 crews and you have 1, don't be satisfied with 1 crew. Get to there. If you're satisfied with 1 crew, that's great. But if you're trying to get the 5 crews, just don't be afraid to grow to that point.
Love it. One other quick question, we'll run outside. We had the Wilson brother guys on. Awesome dudes, Trevor and Nate. Working with family can be challenging and difficult. Anybody will tell you that. What's your best advice, or what have you guys found works the best for you to work the best together?
Yeah, I think we work the best when we're not together 24/7. So
that's fair.
We were able to put Jack in like a sales kind of admin position this year. So this is kind of his space, and I still maintain a lot of the crews and still out in the field and hang out with the guys and figure out kind of dealing with the problems out there while he handles some of the bigger problems like customers and sales. So I feel like that helped us work better together, and then we always have our moments or weeks or whenever we're irritated at each other, but typically, I mean, I don't call anybody more than I call Jack in a day. We call each other about 20 times a day, so as long as we communicate what we're feeling, it's usually helps us out the best.
We definitely going into this year, divided up our own roles. That's a big thing. Knowing where you stand in the company, knowing what you're good at, and what your brother's good at, or whoever it is that you're in business with. Just being able to know, like, hey, look, I'm better at this, but you're better at that, and like, let's just accept that fact and move on and kind of settle with that and move on from that and put yourself in that role so you can succeed as a business. So
man,
yeah, that would be my advice to anybody. So
that's good. I love it. All right, we're heading outside.
All right, so outside in our lot, we have a really nice sized lot. This is the guy who owns the side-by-side. This is actually his trailer. He stores it here, but allows us to use it if something else breaks. We have plenty of other trailers, but he keeps us here and keeps the side-by-side here just in case we need a trailer. Walking around this way, we have the enclosure over here, which I'll show a little bit more of when we get to the side door. That's pallet racking for kind of some extra pavers and whatnot. And then I have our 5x8 trailer we started with way back there. It really doesn't get used a whole lot. It gets used more for our golf cart, but we don't have anywhere else to store it, so it sits right there. And the way back there, you can see some extra mulch just in case we need some to finish up a project. But we can walk around to the side of the enclosed trailer. This is kind of my baby. This is our job site trailer. So this is a 8.5 by 20 foot Spartan. Obviously full wrap or on the side of it. And this thing's kind of decked out. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see inside of it too well with the camera, but this is all set up for hardscape. Our mini skid will be able to fit in here. So we have shelves for pallet forks, irrigation stuff, screed rails, concrete saw. This is the trailer we sit on most of our job sites for a couple weeks, and kind of work out of this as our office.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Yeah, definitely warm in there.
It's very toasty. It was really we used to be our mowing trailer, and we kind of switched it over to the hardscape trailer this year just because we needed somewhere to be able to store our stuff because we were shoving stuff in beds and having to unload it, and you know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
This is Brad's truck. This is a 2016 F350 Platinum. So we both have very similar matching trucks. They're a little disgusting right now. We get them detailed like every 2 weeks, but it's been one of those weeks. So coming over here, this is my truck. This is a 2015 F250 Platinum. So literally the exact same truck as Brad's, same setup and everything. I'll say he uses his truck to most of the time, pull the enclosed trailer. I'll pull the open trailer we're about to get to in a minute every now and then, but really I'm just riding this truck around for quotes and everything like that, so it gets dirty and gets disgusting pretty quick. So
love it. Quick,
yeah.
Let me time out. Quick question: was this your guys' first truck or
these are second trucks?
Okay.
So we had 2008 F250s in black and white.
Okay.
And then we upgraded to these about a year ago. So this is what we've jumped into. Just a little bit nicer truck. Wanted to have, these are dream trucks for us going through high school, and so to be able to finish high school with that is definitely a nice touch. So
congrats, man. That's
yeah,
awesome.
So
love it.
So this is mine, and then we're jumping over here. This truck we purchased, this is a 2006 F450. It's a flatbed. We purchased this truck back in February, and it's just kind of been a good addition. We purchased it when we had our old Isuzu broke down a couple times. We just needed another truck, so we purchased this one. It pulled our open trailer right there for a minute, but now this truck is pretty much strictly landscaping, hardscaping. The toolboxes, it's got a 50-gallon transfer tank on the back for all of our mini skid stuff like that, and then we have flatbed, so we can just throw pallets and things like that. And behind it is our 14-foot Kaufman dump trailer. We love these flatbed trucks. Probably will get a dump truck or something at some point. But we got this trailer back in January. Got a good deal on it on Facebook Marketplace. It's slightly used, but it's a 14-foot dump trailer rated for 14,000 pounds, so we can put the mini skid or full-size skid. It has ramps on the back of it, so we use this trailer for a lot of our hardscape projects, a lot of our landscape projects, bush trimming, mulch, everything like that. It can hold about 10 to 12 yards of mulch, so that's great for all of our other projects. But jumping into the open trailer, this is the trailer we actually talked about in the podcast. This is our first big purchase. So we purchased this trailer back in 2019. It's just a 16 by 7 foot open trailer, bare bones. We added the wood siding to it, down the side, some logos on the side, and then just these green touch racks for hedge trimmers, things like this. Our enhancement crew uses this most of the time with our small mulch jobs and bush trimming jobs, just as a trailer to pull around and have with logos on the side. They don't put a whole lot on it, but it's just one of those nice trailers to have. So now we'll jump into the fun trucks that everyone's here for. So
there you go. Hey, before we do, I gotta just say this really quick. What's up with the cords on the ground? I love this.
Yeah, so when we moved in the shop about 1st of June, and every truck was kind of unorganized, all messed up, so we put cords on the ground. They stay spray painted a good bit. Had a lot of rain yesterday, so they kind of washed all of it off, but stay spray painted. That's where everybody knows where they're supposed to park at. Everything stays organized, nice and neat. There's no chaotic stuff in the parking lot, so
that's
that
awesome.
Just keeps everything organized there.
Hey, you know, it's a real like issue, like jamming up in the parking lot.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
so, and we're super OCD people, so we wanted them all to be like parallel with each other. So this was a way to be able to do that and have everything kind of in an assigned spot. So that's how we did that, and really there hasn't been as many issues since we've done the cords. So
that's awesome. Yeah, great job.
Definitely one of those things. It's like $50 or less, but it's one of those great things that keeps you organized.
That's all you need, man.
Yeah,
that's all you need. Being smart, being efficient.
Now we'll jump into the Cabovers.
All right, I'm following you.
This is our 2014 Isuzu MPR with the 18-foot open landscape body on it. This is a used truck we bought, I guess, a month or two ago. We have it all decked out. Green touch sprayer rack, 2 blower racks, a trimmer rack, and a trimmer spool rack, weed eater string rack. That way we can have everything on this side, because we were telling Brian in the podcast, that side over there actually folds down. So we're able to do mulch or get stuff in and out of that side. So we have everything on the driver's side of this. Gate drops down. This truck is the white truck. And you can see the wraps. So we also have blue gas cans for mixed fuel. Gas cans stay up there. Everything else has a rack. So we try to keep it very nice and organized.
One thing I gotta ask you, where'd the blue gas cans come from?
Came from one of your videos. So I was watching some of your shop tour videos. And
that was the ringer.
Yeah, ringers, and I was looking for ideas because I was always the one that was trying to figure out which one was mixed or which one was straight. So I saw that video and we ordered 3 kerosene cans. So
for anybody who didn't see that video, what was the idea behind it?
That was so people didn't get mixed up or put the wrong fuel in the wrong equipment. And that way, with me not being on the mow crew every day, then if I needed to go fill up a saw or something when I got back to the shop and I had no idea, I was like smelling gas cans and looking in them, and it just saved a whole lot of time being able to have designated gas cans for mixed fuel. So.
What was his philosophy? Like red was regular, yellow?
Red was regular, yellow's diesel,
yep.
And then the blue is mixed gas.
That's right.
That's how we run it here as well. We have a yellow can for diesel, just as kind of a backup for the mini skid if the transfer tank's empty. And then blues are mixed gas and reds are straight. So
love it.
That's how we roll with that. These are our trucks. They're all wrapped. We have 2 identical trucks. This is a 2014. And then this is M2, which has a white logo on it. That's for the same reason we have all the white logos in the shop. So everything on this truck has to have a white sticker when it rolls out in the morning. And that's something we're super strict about. We don't want any equipment getting on the wrong trucks. So they show up with everything that's white. And then we make sure that stays with that truck. And then the other truck's the black truck. White and black kind of matches everything else here. Same exact truck. That's a 2008. That is a Chevy, but they're very, very similar trucks. Same thing with this one, exact same setup down the side. We like to be very uniform, have everything look very similar. These trucks we can fit 7 people in. If we rarely do it, I think we've done it once in the time we've had it, but we're able to put a bunch of guys in there if we're going to mow one big commercial property on Friday, which we do have a couple on Friday. We're able to slap a full crew in there and send them on their way, because we can put 3 mowers on the back of that truck pretty easy. So
man, that's awesome. And one of your hobbies, or both of your guys' hobbies, is to spend a lot of time on Marketplace. These are all used but good deals, and you guys have cleaned them up.
Good deals. We bought this one. This is the second one we bought. It's 2008. That's a 2014. And we've also bought a lot of Isuzu trucks. Like that body came on another truck, and we switched a couple bodies around and sold the other one, make some money off that one. So we always look in Marketplace to try to make a couple bucks, and we kind of leverage that cash. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. You guys are doing big things, man. I'm super pumped for you guys. A lot of growth last couple years, and sounds like a lot of growth the next couple years. Let me ask you this final thought. Best piece of advice that you guys ever have, and we'll kind of button this thing up. Johnny on the spot, best piece of advice.
Don't be scared to do it, just do it. I feel like there's a lot of people, I get a lot of texts about how'd you get that size at this age? I wasn't scared to do it. I knew you have to take risks to be a business owner, and that's kind of what we did. I mean, this whole parking lot was basically a risk at one point. It was either, hey, do we need to make this purchase or do we not? And obviously we made it, and it's paid off. We're able to do what we're able to do with this equipment behind us. So
yeah, I definitely say don't be afraid to take risk. Everything you'll do in business is going to be a risk to some degree. So like Brad said, literally everything in this parking lot was something that we sat down and we're like, this is a huge risk that we're going to spend this much money on, but like I said, like the wraps and everything, they've turned out great. We love these trucks, we love everything in this parking lot, and we love what we do every day. So that definitely, don't be afraid to take a risk and just jump into it. So
love it. You guys are doing big things. By the way, I got to meet the whole crew earlier. Everybody was awesome. Great culture, great folks, great team. They got your back for sure. So if people want to follow you guys, where can they find you? And we'll button it up.
Instagram is southern.stripes. We have Southern Stripes Lawn and Landscapes on Facebook. We're probably going to revamp our YouTube channel in the next couple of months, and that's Southern Stripes Lawn and Landscapes as well.
Yeah.
And our website southernstripessc.com. If you want to check that out as well.
Yeah, so everything's branded. You'll see the green triangle on each one of those sites, so it's gonna be hard to miss us. But yep.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, over and out. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the hospitality. Got to run back to the airport, man. We'll catch up with you guys here soon.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll see you guys.
We're just getting home. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that one with Brad and Jack. Hey, I'll just tell you guys one quick last mention. Don't forget to get your Equip Expo tickets. I'll leave that link in the description down below. Equip Expo is just a couple of months away. The early bird registration is the first week of September. So make sure you guys get your registrations all taken care of and buttoned up now. That way you guys can secure a spot there at the largest green industry trade show and expo in North America. Can't wait to see you guys all there at the whole trade show and of course the Energize event that we're gonna have on Thursday. It's gonna be a really, really good time. All right guys, thanks again to the sponsors and thanks again to you guys for watching. Hopefully gave you guys some encouragement, some motivation. My gosh, 18-year-olds running a 7-figure business. I know it motivates the snot out of me. Let's keep going.